Human beings are more important than animals. You think this would be common sense, right? You think most people would understand this simple idea. But, in fact, believe it or not, many people pretty much think that animals are just as important as human beings. Now, you can see this is very apparent in the animal rights movement, right? There's so much attention being given to animals. Meanwhile, there is starving children. There is 100,000 old people dying every day from aging. There's all kinds of human suffering and death, but so much money and attention is being given to animals. Now, to me, this just does not make sense. Animals are just not as important as human beings. The value of human life is so much higher than that of an animal life. Any animal, take even the most intelligent animals, such as dolphins and elephants. Yeah, they're more intelligent, but they're not near the potential of a human being. You hear these stories of some kind of animal cruelty, and people get up in arms and they're so enraged that this dog was beaten or a cat was thrown into a microwave. Meanwhile, no one says anything about the 100,000 old people that are dying every day. Human beings. So there's just this disproportionate concern over the well-being of animals. Like, if your life is about saving the animals, and if that's what your voice is going towards, if you're some animal rights activist, all these vegans all upset about the animals, you're wasting your life. I mean, that is not as important as people. I took a poll, and I asked people on Facebook, and I said, if you had to choose between saving the life of your dog or cat or saving the life of a random human, which would you save? Guess what? 31 people chose their dog or their cat rather than the random human. So 31 people would rather save the life of their dog or cat than a random human. How messed up is that? That is so disturbing to me. These people are out of their minds. 43 people chose the random human. So at least there's more sane people than insane people. It is insane to me that you would choose. How selfish is that? Just because it's your dog and your cat and you have some kind of connection to your animal, your pet, that you would save that life over a random human being. It could be anyone. It could be someone that's very awesome, an awesome person, awesome special person. I feel like these animal rights people who are obsessed about animals, they're like betraying their own species. Something is it really bothers me. It really bothers me that these people are so obsessed with animals. Meanwhile, and they want all this money to be going towards animals. That's where it gets bad. They want the money to be going towards helping the animals. Look, there's limited resources in this world. As long as there's limited resources, we should put all our resources towards helping people, human beings. Now, a perfect example of this would be animal testing. Okay, animal testing. Look, I'd rather 1 million monkeys be tortured for eternity than for one human being, for one innocent human being. I'd rather the 1 million monkeys get tortured forever rather than one innocent human being lose their life. That's how much more important humans are than animals. And I want the world to get this, because I think that's a very important idea. This is one of the guiding principles of my life. I view human beings as being this, we're the most evolved creatures on this earth. We're the ones who can really save ourselves from death. Animals can't, create technology and conquer death and create a paradise on earth. If it was just animals on this earth, it'd be meaningless, because it'd be this endless cycle of, animals getting eaten, nature torn apart, they get old, they die. It's all meaningless. But human beings, we have the potential to break out of this circle of life, this cycle of death and life, and we can actually live forever. And that's what makes human beings so much more special, is we have the real potential to live forever and to create paradise on earth. Whereas animals, they're just not as they're just not as smart as us. Let's face it. They're dumb compared to us. So, obviously people bring up the argument, well, humans have done so much bad things. Humans have the potential to be very bad. Okay, yeah. We have the potential to be very destructive. But the flip side is we also have the potential to be awesome and help each other and be amazing, good, virtuous people that make the world a better place. And so let's pay attention to that. Let's have a little bit of faith in ourselves and not be such misanthropists that, this self-hating that I see in the world, in the environmentalist movement and the animal rights movement. There's this misanthropy, this self-hatred of humanity, And let's just exalt the animals and worship the animals. They're so much better than us. They don't destroy the environment. Look, yeah, they don't destroy the environment as much as human beings, sure. But hey, the intelligence of human beings is a double-edged sword. So we can either use our intelligence for good or we can use it for bad, but let's be a little, have faith in ourselves that we can. Not all of us are bad, right? A lot of us are really good and we're trying to help the world. So let's pay attention to that. We're human beings are special. We're awesome. Look what we do. We create art. We have so much potential. We create technology and science. We're solving diseases. We're gonna potentially cure aging. That's what makes us awesome. And I'm gonna throw out a statistic for you. Here's the statistic. Okay, Americans spent $50 billion on their pets in 2011. All right, $50 billion. Think about that, on pets. What the heck? That shows the insanity of our world. People do not have their priorities straight. $50 billion, do you know what that could do if that money was directed towards anti-aging research? Do you have any idea? If that money was, 6 million children are dying every year from hunger. And meanwhile, Americans that's just Americans spending $50 billion on their pets. That is insane to me. It's absurd. And it shows this lack of consideration for human life. Think about it. If everyone collectively just abandoned their pets. I can understand special circumstances where people need a pet. A seeing eye dog if you're blind. Or maybe you're just this really stressed out person. You need to pet a cat or something, But most people, we can do without pets. In fact, pets are dangerous. Pets can carry all kinds of parasites. There's cats that carry toxoplasmosis. Dogs licking their butts. It's dangerous. And then they lick your face, they lick your hands, and it's just pets are a lot of they're nasty. They're trouble. And they're a waste of money. They're a waste of resources. So that's the message, is that people are just more important than animals. We matter more than animals. Hey, I like animals. I'm not an animal hater, okay? But, I don't love animals like I love people. When I see people, I look at the face of a human being and look into the eyes of a human being, that is special. Humans are where it's at. That is the gold right there. The life of a human being, that's the treasure. Not animals. Animals are expendable. They're just animals, I'm not saying let's not go out of our way to hurt animals, but look, if we have to exploit animals in order to save humans, if we have to do animal testing, hey, look, let's do it. I'm all for it. I'd rather us torture animals than for innocent human beings to be dying of diseases that were preventable if we just had enough testing on animals. Let's use the animals as guinea pigs. So, yeah, that's the message. Let's love our fellow human beings rather than, focus so much on loving animals. Yeah. I hope you agree. Thanks. Bye.